Hi and welcome to Morgoth Media. Boy, have I got a treat for you. Right, today we're going to be reviewing this bad boy, Iceland's Big Daddy Sirloin steak. 12-ounce steak, £5. Look at it. Can't be bad. Let's get in it, shall we? Right, so we tear open this. Now, you want this at room temperature. So we'll leave it out of the fridge. So let it go nice room temperature. Look at that, nice and soft and squidgy. Lovely. Look at that nice big fat on the top there. You've got a cap of fat on there, nice and soft like butter. Look at that. Oh, that's so good. Right, so let's open this up, shall we? Right, bear with me, it's not easy with one hand. In fact, let me try and use two hands, might help, mightn't it? Let's get in there. As I say, you want this at nice room temperature so the meat's nice and relaxed. And then what I like to do is use some of my oil I've got here. As you can see in there, I've got a couple of cloves of garlic in there, 4 cloves of garlic, and a couple of sprigs of rosemary in there as well. Let that infuse in some extra virgin olive oil. Give it a good old glug of that over the top. That's it. So hopefully that just rest and go on top of the meat, and that'll go down the grain of the meat. So let it just sit in that for a bit. Let that flavour penetrate the meat. Now the reason why I do that also, and not actually put it on the pan or the flat plate, which I'll be using later, it stops it from smoking if you put it directly on the meat. So that's one good thing. Now while that's doing, let's knock up some salt and pepper. Now these things are brilliant. Pestle and mortar, one of the oldest tools in the kitchen, right back to the caveman style. Give that a little bit of a grind up. Got the abrasive with the salt and pepper. Pop them seeds. That's it. Give it a damn good bash up. Grind and pop in the seeds and the salt. I think we need a bit more pepper in that one. A bit more pepper. There we go. Where's that a bit more? So you've got a nice fine consistency. So you've got 50-50 salt and pepper. Lovely. Now, you don't want to put that on the meat. That's where I used to go wrong before. If you do that, it burns. So we'll leave that off for now. Now let's turn this lovely big steak over. This sirloin beef steak. Got a little bit on the end there. Little mini steak on the end there. Right, so there we go. Just going to get that oil again. Drizzle that on it. Put that away. Just massage that into the meat, all along the fat. That's it. Just really massage it in there. Like, as I say, get down the grain of the meat and flavour it. All that lovely extra virgin olive oil, garlic, and rosemary. Right, now what we want to do is stick it on a screaming hot pan, or in this case, flat plate. Let that cook for a while. You can see there, not much smoke, and that's 2 minutes later. You can see the blood starting to come through the top there. And it's time to turn over. Now bear with us, it's a very heavy bit of meat from one-handed. There we go. I'm just going to cook the that fat cap on that. Just try and render down some of that fat. Make a lovely flavour to cooking. So, oh, listen to that sizzle. Got a nice striping of the meat. Don't really want to move it around too much. We'll leave it like that for a while. Now at this point, this is where we get our salt and pepper. Sprinkle that over. And don't be shy with it either, put loads on. And get it down the side of the fat there as well. Don't worry about getting it on the pan. That's it, all along the fat. So that little mini bit at the end there, put some on there, look. Lovely. And you can see the fat underneath it starting to cook it underneath, starting to render. Okay, you've got a mixture of that fat, olive oil, rosemary, garlic, salt, pepper. Oh, what's not to love? We left that for 2 minutes that side as well. Time to turn it over. It's a hefty bit of meat for £5. Look at it. It's a monster. Right, try and turn this. Oh, that lovely. Oh, look at that sauce. Oh. Right, try and get under it here. It's ain't easy with one hand, so bear with us. It's heavy. Flip this over. Try and get a better grip on it if I can. Look at that pocket of fat in there, look, all rendering out. Nice. Now most of that salt and pepper has gone into that down there. That's what it's cooking in. So turn that over. Give this a good sprinkle of the old salt and pepper mix. Again, put some on that fat there. Oh, lovely, look at that. You could even put chilli flakes in that if you wanted to, spice it up a little bit. There we go, flip that back over again. Look at that sizzle. That is one juicy beef steak. Look at that juice. Right, time to start thinking about plating this bad boy up. That's it, better grip on it this time. Slippery little sucker. Right, so there we go, pop it on there. Now look at that hot plate. Look, the hot plate, it's got all that salt and pepper on there, you see. So you're not eating all that salt and pepper, it's just in the juice of the meat. Now what you want to do is leave it alone for a bit, and as you can see, if you look really closely, you can see the juice there moving. That's just where the meat's beginning to rest. You need to let the meat rest so all the meat goes nice and back into where it was, and all the juices rise, and yeah, it makes its own gravy, if you will. So just don't dig straight into it, just let it rest. And this has been sped up, obviously, but as you can see, look, nice. It's been left for a good 2 minutes, that has. Can't wait any longer, let's get in there. Now I like mine medium rare. Now look, if you look at that, lovely, perfect. That's how I like it. Now look at this next cut, right? If you look at the juice on the plate, look at that oil. See that oil in there? That's what the oil is penetrating in the meat. And there we go, people. The Big Daddy steak from Iceland for a £5. Ain't bad at all, is it? For a £5 for all that meat. And I'll tell you what, in half nice. You know, if you cook it just right, you know, let it rest. And yeah, it's beautiful. Got a nice bit of beef there, look. Got a nice bit of beef there, look. Mmm. So tender. You taste that olive oil with the garlic, rosemary in it. It's expected to be really peppery and really salty, but it really isn't, because it's all on that flatbed or pan whenever you cook it, or in the sauce that it makes on the plate, basically. Yeah, really nice. Worth a £5 is anyone's money. I highly recommend it. £5 Iceland's Big Daddy steak. Love it. Anyway, people, thank you for watching, and till the next video. Take care, people.